the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. 26. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 40 yards. And
the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on second down. Goff.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Goff linking up with Chark for a Lions first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Goff on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here's Swift.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 14, Packers 7.
After the interception, here's Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on second down. Goff.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Packers 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The Packers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
50, 26.
Rodgers to throw once more.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
30. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Evan Ingram, 38 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
50, 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st down, it's gone. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Bates. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 28, Packers 14. Jack Fox.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Right side to Watson. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Number 50, hey, you block over here. Back north.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 88. On first down, Rodgers completes it to Evan Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after inside the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jack Fox to kick off the Lions.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jump out! Hey, Mike! On the 50!
Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Hey, 26! Over.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Swift, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Rodgers now on first down. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On second and very short, Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this one complete to Reed. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
88.
Rodgers again now. Got down. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now off to the races down the right side. 30, 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get...
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Touchdown, Packers! Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 48 yards. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage with 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. An inside give to Jones. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. But yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Hey, let's go.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Lions, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.